Hey guys, Judy Seeger here, back with another video tip on detox and cleansing, because that's what I am, a detox and cleanse specialist, especially for those of you who have had cancer or worried about cancer, autoimmune disease, all that stuff, and looking for answers, right? So I've been in this for 35 years. I've been in alternative medicine a long, long time, have had clinics. I know what I'm talking about. I've seen stuff out there, right? And I want to give you guys a heads up of why when you're cleansing, when you're focused on getting rid of the toxins to allow your immune system to get in there in your healing journey, that, hey, it's really super, super important to take care of your colon. You know, so many times people are talking about doing coffee enemas and colonics and all that stuff. And I'm a strong proponent of cleansing out the colon. It's just super important to get the the fecal matter that's all built up in the 6 feet of colon to be released and get rid of it. I know we don't like to talk about it, but it's super, super important. But here's the deal, is that when you're doing that, you want to use every single thing that you can to cleanse it out properly, and just not being talked about a whole lot. Yeah, I know we're on Facebook and we're talking about colon stuff, right? But it is important, and that's why I want to share this with you. A little bit longer video, not just a quickie. I really want to go into an in-depth with you so that you understand, number one, what you could do to help your colon get cleansed out and why it's important. So number one, why the colon, right? And to get rid of toxins. Well, you have 5 elimination channels. You have your colon, your lungs, your kidneys, your skin, and your liver is part of that, and really your lymphatic system is part of that as well. But here's the deal, is when the colon is plugged up and not working properly, that, man, it's just like, you know, it just causes all kinds of problems in the rest of your body. It's not like a sausage, a 6-foot long sausage, if you can imagine that in your belly, and just all encased and closed in there. No, it's a lot more than that. It's just like there's just stuff going on that when as your food digests and goes through your GI tract, which starts actually in your mouth and goes all the way down through your esophagus, your stomach, your small intestine, and into your large intestine, your colon, that is the area where your body says, okay, what I could use, I'm going to use, and if I don't need it, I'm not going to, and then it gets rid of it. But the challenge is there's so many of us that are plugged up, and especially when you're on your healing journey, it's super, super important that you take care of that. So big thing, of course, is coffee enemas, which was put on the map by Gerson. Dr. Max Gerson did a great amount of work, and then his daughter Charlotte took over. And I think it's okay. I think it's okay for a while. I'm more like shorten that, right? So 3 days is my thing, because we're busy and we got lots of things going on, and plus detoxing is very, very stressful. So unless you have somebody taking care of you, it's super important to have somebody take care of you on a long-term basis. That's true. But when you're doing this stuff on your own, it's like you do what you can, right? So coffee enemas are great, 3 days at a time. But colonics are top notch, right? And not just because I used to be a colon hydrotherapist, but also because I know how well it works. That 6 feet of colon, there's just a lot. And here's how I know. When I used to have a clinic back in the day, I sometimes saw people's x-rays, and they would bring it in from car accident, whatever, and I just happened to notice the squiggly line, right? So technically the colon is supposed to be up over by the belly button and then down. So up, over, down. There you go. I can put it in the camera for you. But 99% of people did not have that. It was twisted. It was like all convoluted, and there was pockets, and there's just all kinds of stuff going on. So it was a mess. And so I realized that not only from my training and working on people, that this is really an issue, and nobody really has a healthy colon. So it's very important to cleanse it out properly. And coffee enemas are good in the fact that they're easy to do, and that there's just a small amount of water that goes in, and then it eventually gets up to the liver and stimulates the liver to get rid of things. However, it is not, in my book, the best way to super clean out the colon. I think it's just one way. I think having a colonic is better. But here's the golden nugget tip, is when you do a pre-cleanse to get your body ready to release the toxins in the colon, now you got something going on. And for me, the pre-cleanse, what I've learned in my experience, is to do 3 days where you're getting your body ready for the cleanse, and then your body has opportunity to use the tools that you've just given it. So that would mean maybe like psyllium hulls, maybe like chia seeds, maybe like flaxseed, apple pectin, those fibrous herbs. You take that for 3 days before your actual cleanse, and that helps to scrub out the colon. You want those scrubbing bubbles to get in there and start working on you and getting the crust, all that impaction and all the diverticuli and all the maybe polyps and different things that you might have going on with your colon, to start cleaning it and getting it out of your system. Because as you get it out, not only are you going to feel better, you're going to lose a little weight, you also will have the ability to absorb more nutrients. And that's the cool part. When you're on your healing journey, you're going to absorb every nutrient that you possibly can and make a smooth transition out. And as your body is detoxing, you want to make sure the colon has a clear avenue to do that. So take those herbs, you know, what I just mentioned. So your psyllium, your chia, your flaxseed, your apple pectin are all excellent. They all have different properties and whatnot, and I'll have more videos to talk more about each one of those properties. But man, get in there and figure out your 3-day cleanse, and let's get it done. It's June, and it's time, and it is always a good idea to every few months to cleanse out your system, and especially your colon, and then we'll talk about the other organs in the next videos. Okay, I'd love to hear, first of all, have you done coffee enemas? Have you done colonics, and what kind of results have you gotten? I know it gets a little bit gory, but it's something we need to talk about. There's some things we need to talk about, and we'll just be talking here. If you want to just private message me, that's fine too. But I want to hear, what have you done? And what do you plan on doing? Okay, this is a big part of the whole healing journey, okay? All right, we'll catch you guys next time. Take care.